Hey, this is David Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into Jungkook and his new Spotify account and what happened there that got people talking about what he identifies as. I also wanted to get into BigHit and people believing they're not caring about music anymore, which I have a lot of thoughts on. So, hater or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on, grab your dumpling, tea-spilling mug merch, and let's jump into it. The first thing that I wanted to get into today was the new announcement of Jungkook and his Spotify account. I went into detail the other day and the video before this about what we believe will be on the Spotify account. But today we have some new updates as to what Jungkook has been doing with the Spotify account. Since both Taeyang and Jungkook now have Spotify accounts, people online were expecting and or hoping that we will all get a Taekook subunit, which is Taeyang and Jungkook on one track together. Late last year, we were getting a lot of photos and selfies of things of them together. It made us all think that this was going to happen and it could still happen this year, which is exciting. A lot of people online already think Taeyang and Jungkook are dating or gay, which we have not gotten a confirmation yet, but these theories have also now increased and caused the fandom to freak out. People think that HYBE or BigHit allowing Jungkook to open the Spotify account and to allow for the song is also confirmation of the two being a couple. But let's not jump the gun yet. We have yet to see if anything like that will be released, but if Jungkook is not entirely someone who is against the idea of gay people or non-traditional ways of thinking, there's also times where Jungkook wears non-gender conforming clothes or wears makeup and those things, which is all a part of the theory. I personally believe you can still be cisgendered or straight and wear all those things. Jungkook's Spotify account ended up exaggerating or magnifying these theories, and people freaked out when they noticed some activity on the account. Spotify allows you to add your playlists and things even if you don't have your own music to post. You can still share some really good songs. So you can have a popular Spotify account that just makes playlists all day. But people were specifically going crazy over the fact that one of the new playlists added was titled Wait Please a Bit, and please was written PLZ, which is so cute that Jungkook's English is coming along so well that he understands slang. But this was crazy because people thought that it could be some Taekook songs dropping, or people believed it could be original music or whatever. But no, that wasn't all. Jungkook never just stops there. He makes sure we're all dead. He does not want to leave any survivors. He also shared another playlist. I don't believe he made the playlist. I think he just shared it. I'm not entirely sure how Spotify works. But anyway, it has a bunch of songs in there from Troye Sivan, Harry Styles, and even John Mayer, who have all been very vocal about non-gender conformity and to break gender stereotypes. The top song on the playlist was a song called Mystery of Love, which is one of the OSTs for the movie Call Me By Your Name, which is a very popular gay movie about a boy coming to realize that. The argument could be that Jungkook didn't know, but either way, music does hold a lot of power, and Jungkook sharing something with such a good message shows a lot about his character and what type of person he is. For all that are homophobic, know that Jungkook does not welcome that. I also see claims of like, I would unstand if Jungkook was gay. Well, you don't have to wait for him to come out to unstand. Jungkook has made it very clear he is for gay people, and you can just unstand now, because if Jungkook does come out of the closet one day or whatever, he obviously will not be ashamed of that. There was this other song or playlist that was the most shocking to people, and people were more shocked by the title. It was called Gender and then a Keyboard Smash, and the picture for the playlist or album had some words that said gender kills my vibe. And similar to the other playlist, the song on this playlist referenced puberty, growth, and gender. Jungkook, sweetie, do you want to say something? Of course, liking and sharing these playlists doesn't mean you're gay or non-gender conforming. It could mean you're an ally, or you're just aware that a lot of people in the fandom are these things and you want to show support, which is definitely very likely. Part of me just thinks he is just sharing what he finds to sound beautiful. But at this point in their career, I doubt that they don't think even 3 or 4 times before they post something. I doubt they don't have someone on call to be like, okay, if I share this song, what does it mean? Because they always share the right songs. They never share a song that's like rapping about killing their mothers. I don't know. They did share a song a long time ago on their official BTS Tweetster account, a sex playlist, which maybe they didn't know or think it was a big deal, but it shows that they're not sharing this type of stuff now. I think they're aware of what they're sharing, and if not, they should be. Whatever Jungkook ends up coming out as the future or whatever, that is up to him, and I and we all will support. In places like Korea, it would be difficult to identify as non-binary. I mean, it's not exactly easy in America either, but in Korea, it just doesn't make sense to people over there. They won't understand it and it won't stick. People will just think you're weird or whatever, and that's not great. But that's just the culture over there right now. That will change in time. And no matter what, Jungkook will feel more comfortable in in the near future if he does have something he wants to say. But as of right now, I think he just shared the playlist because all the songs are bops and he likes the message. BTS always preaches love yourself, and there isn't enough love for certain groups of people. And BTS's message is not love yourself unless you're gay or non-gender conforming. It's love yourself completely, and the members have to show that they love all walks of life, regardless of orientation, creed, or gender. I found it funny when in the comment section of one of HYBE's new announcement videos, people were upset and said that HYBE shouldn't love themselves too much because of what they're doing. I always come to the defense of HYBE and BTS's business because my family has operated like Chinese takeout restaurants before and helped manage a restaurant. None of those businesses worked out for any of my family, but those sort of things give me some perspective of how businesses work and what the main objective of a business is. A business is to simply reach as many people as possible and help people. You offer a service that helps a lot of people. People in return give you financial compensation so you can keep doing that service and grow and help more people. HYBE operates as a business, and one of the businesses in HYBE is to make music and spread the music to everyone. But HYBE announced a little while ago that they were no longer going by BigHit, but changing their business name to HYBE. Reason being is because BigHit, the name is associated with creating music that will generate big hits. They very quickly realized that while they have amazing artists in their company, no one will top the success of BTS, and BTS was like a huge part of how much money BigHit was making. So while BTS is active, sure, they'll make a lot of money, but if BTS decides to retire and not do music anymore, the company ends too. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So they transitioned to the name HYBE to work on their other business ventures, like real estate, retail business, gaming, and most recently NFTs. When it was announced as of 2022, HYBE will be focusing on those things, it became a shock to the internet because while they were giving their breakdown at their press conference, they didn't mention music, and people were under the impression that HYBE didn't want to prioritize music anymore. But I believe there is a misunderstanding there, because HYBE is this big company that manages everything that I mentioned earlier, retail, real estate, etc. They also have a music sector named BigHit Music. That part of the company specializes in music, and they will be working to manage music. Bang PD, who was the CEO of HYBE, stepped down as the CEO to work as the producer, I believe, and he is now currently just working with BigHit Music. That alone shows you that they are putting as much effort as you can possibly imagine into making music and keeping it going. They just also have other business endeavors to ensure that they can keep making music. The other business ventures like real estate or whatever have more longevity and won't lose money easily. Let's say that. So let's say, God forbid, no one buys music anymore because the economy got so bad and everyone lost their jobs. Every artist under BigHit would have to go find another job and never create another song again. But if HYBE has a lot of money to be able to keep the artist paid for a little bit longer until the economy recovers and people get jobs again, then the artists will still be able to continue their career. This is not exactly how that works, but it's just a silly example. But you can see the importance of a company like them to focus on the business side a little bit. Without it, there will be no more artists, no more reach, and no more free content for sure. They wouldn't be able to afford to be able to do that. Let me know what you think, and if you want to see more K-pop reaction videos, go to my Patreon, link below. I can't post them here due to copyright, but you can get all sorts of reaction videos and requests over there. It's a great way to support the channel even more if you would like to do that. Thank you for this lovely comment right here. I love you so much. There will be some videos that will pop up on screen, and I will see you over there. Bye.